Welcome back to this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time, we made our way to the final boss. We defeated the other two members of the Sith Triumvirate, the ones who had remained, really. And all that's left here is Kreia, or Darth Treya, as we should probably be calling her now. Let's say she's a little stronger than she was when she was a member of your party.
At last you have arrived. Is Malachor as you remember?
And, you know, we have a lot to talk about.
You no doubt have many questions. I would be a poor teacher if I did not give you the answers you seek here now.
And, why did you do it?
It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I wield it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me, because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some measure of balance when countless lives are lost. But in you, I see the potential to see the Force die, to turn away from its will, and that is what pleases me. You are beautiful to me, Exile. A dead spot in the Force, an emptiness in which its will might be denied.
Okay, well, you kind of use it. We'll ask her why she was manipulating us all along.
Yes, always. From the moment you awoke, I have used you. I have used you so that you might become strong, stronger than I, and I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves, so they could be killed by the Republic.
And then also used me. Essentially, she just used you to get rid of all of her enemies.
I used you to keep the Lords of the Sith from condemning the galaxy to death with their power unchecked. I used you to lure them to Telos, where they could be at last fought and killed. I used you to reveal Atris's corruption so that her teaching could be ended before it began. I used you to gather the Jedi so they could be destroyed, and I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves so they could be killed by the Republic.
Alright. So, we'll offer to try and save her.
I have thought of this moment more than you know, and I wondered if here at this ending between us, if you would care enough to try to save me. If a Jedi could find it within themselves to spare one who has fallen so far. I wanted you to say those words. For that I am grateful. But I do not want your mercy. I want you to break.
Alright, well, then let's get on with it. This is another fight where using Force immunity makes sense. She will in fact use Force Choke on you, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does paralyze you. And she is not a slouch when it comes to just hitting you. And she actually has a fair number of hit points. So I've activated Force Enlightenment, mostly for Force Speed, and I'm just going to put some distance between us so that I have an opportunity to use a couple of healing items. Fortunately, the game insists on making basic attacks. If you saw that splash on me there, that was Kreia trying to use a Force power and failing. So remove that and go back in. And now it's just being buggy. This is not letting me attack her. Well, that's fine. Well, we'll just pull back a little bit. While we're doing that, I'm going to just use these Ichani battle stimulants here. And, you know, hyperadrenal alacrity, and hyperadrenal stamina, and hyperadrenal strength, and just have that full set up. And I guess I'm going to have to shoot at her if it's not going to let me. And she is, of course, spamming Drain Life, which I need to get. Where's Force Armor? Force Immunity. Now, Force Immunity isn't super reliable. It's like spell resistance in basically. It's better than nothing. Alright. That's the end of the first part of the fight. And, you know, we'll persist in trying to save her. We don't actually get light side points for doing it. Not that it really matters. This is the last fight in the game.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this. You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do.
Alright. And for the second phase of the fight, you get to fight off 3 animated lightsabers. And, you know, Krea's here too, but they are considered organic enemies, so you can use stasis field on them. I find that that's generally the best way to kill them. You technically don't have to kill the lightsaber floatings. All you have to kill is Krea herself, but I find that it's easier to get rid of at least 1 or 2 of them before doing so, just because, well, they do a lot of damage. This is, there's some this fight is actually quite difficult if you don't know what you're doing, and if you have a full set of equipment and you've got everything set up properly and you're sort of well prepared, it's not too hard. But compared to so much of the game where you can just sort of fake your way through it without actually even trying, this is actually challenging. I'm just going to kill off this life just for fun of it. Krea herself doesn't do very much in this last fight.
At last it is done. You are greater than any I have ever trained. By killing me here, you have rewarded me more than you can possibly know.
Well, we can still try to save her.
Save me? You already have. It is enough what you have done. From now into the future.
Alright, well, you know, there's really not an ending to this game, and so this little conversation here is the ending of the game, which is kind of lame. I mean, after this conversation is over, you see Malachor 5 blow up and the Ebon Hawk leave, and then the credits roll. There's really not much of an ending. I guess there's one of the things they really kind of left incomplete in the game. And, you know, there's enough explanation that there's a resolution, so you don't really need a whole, you know, graphic-intensive ending, but it's really too bad. And you can ask her about the future.
Many things do I see as I gaze here from the heart of Malachor. This place channels such energies. If it matters to you at this last moment, I shall look into the future and tell you of what I see. It is my last gift to you, from one exile to another.
Alright, and we can ask about the future of the galaxy.
The Republic will fall as it always has, a fall that will take millennia under the care of the herds of Ithor. The surface of Telos will bloom again, and its golden fields shall again harbor scientists and thinkers. And complacent and peaceful, it shall forget the time that Saul Karath orbited it and brought fire to its skies. But it shall be a home world again to others who will stretch out across the galaxy and bring life.
Okay. And you can ask about your allies.
You travel with them for so long, yet you do not know them still. Feel them through the Force, feel what they feel, hear their thoughts and know them as I fought to know you. They were the lost Jedi, you know, the true Jedi upon which the future will be built. They simply needed a leader and a teacher.
And you can go through your various companions. I'm not going to bother. You can read up on it on Wikipedia if you really care. It's really kind of a lame ending. Oh well. And we can tell her to rest now. Her time in this place is over, and so pretty much is this LP.
Need any company? I mean, I'm not doing anything. Besides, if I'm not around to bail you out of trouble, who knows what could happen. Alright then. Where are we going again? I mean, because last time we were heading towards this mining colony on the edge of space, and there was this Sith Lord, and...